Good morning. As I look at the list of people receiving this email, I realize the shortest amount of time I've known some of you is 9 years, and the longest is around 26 years. Which either means I'm really bad at making new friends, or I've been blessed with some really sturdy, long term relationships that have stood by me for a long time, and I'm really grateful for that. Most of you live all across the US, most of you don't know each other, but you all represent a different chapter of this journey. I have been midnight swimming with you. I've raised kids with some of you. I have broken bones with some of you. I have pushed cars out of the snow, been snowboarding, gone to Grand County Clinic. I have traveled on the other side of the world with some of you. I've introduced you to friends. I've been at your weddings. As much as I've been a part of your life over the years, you have been a significant part of mine. And certainly as it pertains to this journey with the mission of Young Life. So I have some good history and some good adventures, and I think about you over the years with a great amount of fondness. Most of the information I wanted to give you today is in the bottom of this email, so you can read it, but there were two really important things that I wanted to draw your attention to. One is after about 6 years of working with my regional director, Chris Eaton, he decided to step away from the role, and I had a really great experience working on a team with him. A couple months ago, I got a new boss. His name is Daniel Sanders. He's our new regional director in Arizona, and Daniel and I have a long friendship. We have done assignments together for a lot of years. I have a deep respect for him as a leader and as a friend, and consider it a huge privilege to work with him too. Around about the same time, I was offered a position as an associate regional director for Arizona, which I said yes to. So that doesn't change the scope of my job as much as it just really changes my title. But I thought that would probably be important for you to know. In addition to holding that role as an associate regional director, I'm still doing my part-time role, which is the women's leadership rep for the Southwestern Division. So I'm a part of the division in the Southwest as well as part of the Arizona region. So those are just some administrative details for you to know. The second is this. There is an important meeting happening this Friday. The details are below, where on the hour, every hour through the day, Young Life National will be addressing the COVID-19 situation, what's happening with campusship, how this affects the mission. If there are any questions that you have about how Young Life is responding to COVID-19, this would be a great thing to be a part of. Here's what I'll say. I heard a business guy talk a little while ago, and he said, look, the organizations that are just hunkering down and waiting for this to be over and then going back to business as normal will not make it. And the people that are trying to think outside the box and are thinking, how can we do what we do in a different way, those are the people who will survive. Well, those of you who are familiar with Young Life will know we're full of people who are thinking outside of the box all the time. We were wired to think outside of the box. And I have seen incredible ways that Young Life leaders are still going after kids. Things that they're doing online and dropping things off at their house and TPing things. And Young Life people are just so good at adapting and flexing, and the mission is working really hard to see how we can best meet kids where they're at during this quarantine time and during lockdown. So I think that would be really important part to be a part of that on Friday. Mainly, I wanted to say thank you. I really did. For so many years of being loyal and faithful and continuing to support me and what I do in the mission of Young Life. If you are able to continue to support me, I would be so grateful for that. And then I would ask you to pray. Like a lot of you, I picked up another part-time job, which was educating my kids at home. And we all know, y'all, that I was not built to be a homeschool teacher. So there's that. You could pray for that. And then, in addition to that, really just prayer for the decisions that we need to make about how Young Life moves forward in our region and our division would really cover your prayers for that. We're still moving ahead and doing some cool things. My family is well and healthy. My mom is well and healthy. And I have been thinking about all of you often and praying for you and hoping that you are healthy still too. So I will do a better job of staying in communication with you. I'm a little not so good at that. And for those of you who are wondering if I have changed, in case you're looking at the makeup and the hair, this is the first time I've done makeup and hair in about 8 weeks. You're welcome.